Okay, so welcome to my very first video. I am stuck at home with coronavirus, like most of the sommeliers that I know. Not a ton of takeout work in my future, uh, recommending bottles of wine. So I figured I'm also studying for the advanced exam in July, and here's the opportunity that I was hoping to spend these 2 months focusing on tasting. And that's not going to happen because no one wants to come taste with me. Because coronavirus, not that I have it, but that it's out there and you're social distancing your very best. So everybody else has their arts, right? Friends of mine are playing piano for people and painting for people and putting things out there, and what do I know how to do but taste wine? So I'm trying to get better at that too. And I figured I'm going to put this out there as me blind tasting wine and learn from it, read me from it, rake me over the coals over it, train me some more. I know there's plenty of people sitting at home alone, looking at the internet and social media and trying to figure out what to do. So this is what I do. Watch me taste wine and learn something, or teach me something. I'm in the middle of that spectrum, right? There are plenty of people on both sides. So if you have any questions, if you want to give me some comments, if you want to give me some feedback, that's really what this is about. But I got to get better somehow. And since we have to do everything digitally nowadays, let's taste some wine. So the first wine we're going to taste is a white wine. This is a golden color, and there is some evidence of sediment. I don't know if you guys can see that on the bottom, but it is pretty golden, medium plus concentration. There's definitely some curling to that lip. The meniscus is medium plus body. There's a little bit of tearing on this, and but no gas, right? So let's move to the nose. White is pretty aromatically intense, and it is fleshy orchard fruits, golden apples, golden pears, very ripe, a little bit of bruising on the apples, so that's pretty cool. And there's almost like a lemon oil to this, so like fresh squeezed lemon peel, not pith and not juice, but that like oily lemon outside exterior. Mushrooms, there's some cheese rind here. Can we talk oxidation? Should we talk about creme fraiche, crema, butter, like a malolactic kind of feeling to this? So lots of stuff to talk about, right? We're minerality, oxidation from the cheesy, rindy, Lee's character, malolactic. So lots of directions to go with this. Magnolia, there's like a big fat flower petal kind of flavor going on here, and oak. So definitely oak. It is delicately painted on. So I don't feel like I'm getting smacked in the face with like fake vanilla and fake. That's how I feel about American oak. So I'm going to talk about French oak in this because I feel like it's a much more delicate thing and not super toffee and over the top. So that's the nose. Let's move to the palate. And I could spit here to keep going, but I'm at home and this is delicious. So nobody's driving me anywhere. This wine is dry, and structure leads the bus. So I could talk about structure first. But I'm going to stick with going to palate, but it is dry. And all that stuff that we talked about on the nose. So it is yellow apples, it is apple skin, it is much more of a textural feeling here for the fruit. So apple skin, yellow apple, pear, yellow pear. There's almost a peach pit or peach fuzz. So more of that textural fruit feeling. The florals are a little bit more perfumey, but still with a big fat white petal. A little bit of herbal here that wasn't really on the nose. It's dandelion greens or like a green flower petal. Light, but just a little bit of insistence there. More minerality. There's mushroom. There's definitely that crema, sour cream, creme fraiche kind of tart cream, and the oak. And I know I have to stop saying sorry about that. I'm getting better. So the oak is definitely French. If I was going to have to make a call, which I'm gonna, so it is a more delicate and real earthy vanilla. It kind of tells me the difference. It's not like that fake vanilla from the extract that you use to bake with. It's like real vanilla beans cracked open and almost tobacco-y. So let's talk structure again. It is dry. It is high acidity, heart plus high acidity, right on that border. It is immediate and upfront, and then it kind of fades off a little bit, but there's still a little mouthwatering. The body is full. Yeah, it's full. Minerality is moderate, moderate plus maybe. And then the oak usage is French, and it is a big presence. But it's well integrated. It's not over the top for what it is. Does that make sense? And then I could talk about initial conclusion. So if you want to wait and make your own guesses, you can totally stop now. Or you can listen to my initial conclusion and then give me all the feedback that you want to. And then I will reveal what wine it is next week. Pause? No. So initial conclusions. I think that this is a cool world. There's just too much intensity of minerality, and the alcohol, which I didn't talk about, I just realized, is about medium. It's there, but it's not over the top. So that cooler climate and then the style of wine that I think this is leads me to believe older world. Oaked white varietals leads me into France. I'm going to talk about Chardonnay from Beaune. I'm going to talk about why I don't think this is the other two, Sauvignon Blanc and Semillon from Bordeaux, or like a Viognier. First off, it's not aromatic enough for a Viognier. It's not floral enough. The Sauvignon Blanc, it doesn't have the Semillon character of like that soapy kind of thing that I usually get, or the Sauvignon Blanc, which has more acidity or more citrus character, which I didn't really talk about, and that little bit of lemon zest in the beginning. So it could be those, it could be French. It's definitely French. And again, Viognier from like the Loire, or Sauvignon Blanc and Semillon from Bordeaux. So keep it in French. The color, the complexity of this, I think 2015 to have that kind of age from oak and spending some time in oak, a little bit older. And so final conclusion, pause, keep going, is a Chardonnay. It's from Burgundy. It is from the Beaune, and it's from Montrachet. Like that's one of the ones that's going to be called, right? So, and some age, 2016, 2015, somewhere in there. 2016, because I'm going to call it. So it's a 2016 Chardonnay from Beaune, from Burgundy, from the Côte de Beaune, from Poligny Montrachet, France. All right, that was terrible, and it took me 8 whole minutes. So these should be quicker, and I should get better. So that's what this is all about. If you have questions about what I did or why I did it, or you want to tell me why I shouldn't do it that way, give me some feedback. Thanks, y'all.